Hello everyone, it's Dr. Simon. I want to welcome each of you to Counseling 6315 Professional Orientation. And for many of you, this is your first course at Our Lady of the Lake, so I want to send out a special welcome to each one of you. One of the things that I would like to do is to cover information that will help you navigate the Engage portal a little easier and some information that's on the course syllabi that I want to point out so that everyone is on the same page. So I've pulled up the Engage software and I have it set under the student view. So this is what you should see when you log on to the Engage. This section here is our course wall. This is an area where everyone can participate. So this is not only an area for the professor. This is an area where I can post information, you can post information, you can ask questions to me, you can ask questions to your peers, you guys can have regular dialogue about, welcome back from break or whatever. This is a running little blog for us. It doesn't have to be anything that's official, but it's a great place to get information. There's also the area here with announcements. This is one of those areas where I will post things to let you know about grading, more information about assignments. I will post more videos similar to the one that you're going to see today that will provide more clarity on your assignments, more information about how you guys are progressing in the class, and just many different things. But you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the announcement section as well as the course wall. Another section that you're going to visit quite often is this section here called Getting Started. Well, they've titled it Getting Started, but this is actually an area that you're going to go to quite often because there are lots of tools that are available here for you that you're going to need throughout the course. So make sure that you're checking back here and using the tips and information that's provided. Two of the areas that you're going to use often are the course syllabi as well as the assignments and rubrics. So this is going to give you further information and clarity about the assignments that you're going to complete this semester along with the rubrics. You'll have information about the APA checklist form, and as we get further along into the semester and you begin to see your writing components, this is one of those forms that you're going to complete and turn in with each one of your written assignments. There's a forum section here for the student lounge and the Ask the Instructor, but typically I don't see students posting there. They more than likely they post to the course wall or they send emails. So it's there, but it's very infrequent that I've actually seen students utilize that. And then I want to go over here as well, and we'll go into more in depth with this one as well as we get into the assignments, but it's someplace that you can begin to browse now. It's the Counseling Research Starter. So this was created between myself and the librarian, and we worked very closely together to help put the resources and tools that you'll need in one area that will help you for the different writing components that you have this semester. So instead of having one large paper due at the end, we've broken them up throughout the semester to about 2 to 3 pages. That way you're not trying to, at the end of the semester, scramble and write a 15-page paper. So that one large paper, we've broken it down into smaller sections, but information on how you can complete that is located in this area here. And this was custom made for this particular course. Okay, in today's segment, we're going to go over a couple of sections on your course syllabi. So you have my name and information. You can send me an email if you have a question. If you want to do a virtual conference, we can do Skype, we can do telephone. These are the hours where I am typically on campus in San Antonio, and where I'm more readily available to answer emails and phone calls. But if these times are not convenient for you, then send me an email and we can work out a time that may be better for you, since a lot of you are working during those times. But also please remember that you work during the day and you have families in the evening. I work during the day. I have a family as well. So we want to make sure we're courteous of the time for both of us. I do try and respond to your emails within a 24-hour business turnaround. So also take that into account when you're looking at when assignments are due. So if the assignment is due Tuesday at 11:59 and you don't start looking at it until Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. and you have questions, more than likely I'm not going to be able to respond to you in time to get that question answered by the due date. So please make sure that you have all questions answered um, much prior to when that due date is, so that I can help you be successful. But please, we're not a 24-hour turnaround, I mean a 24/7 service. So please respect that. It does take me about 24 hours to return emails. The other area I want to look at, so this is where we have your assignments that you're going to complete for this semester. You'll see that your discussion boards, a total, so we have about 14 discussion boards, and all of those together are 15% of your grade. And then here where we have the historical overview, professional organization, social justice, career goals, that's that big paper that I told you that we've broken down into smaller sections. But they're all worth, you can see the point allotments, the percentage allotments for those assignments. So those are there for you, so you have a good understanding of how you're going to be graded. You see the grading scale and then the attendance policy. For those of you who have been in the program for a while, this attendance policy has been expanded to be more clear so that students understand what we mean when we say that we require attendance for the program. So you are able to miss only 1 week without penalty. The program does require that students are present and attending class, and attendance is taken based upon completion of the assignments during the week. So in order for you to be counted present, that means that you must complete 80% of the coursework for the weeks that are assigned. So if you're only doing 1 out of the 3 discussion board posts, then that's showing that you are absent for that week. So you are required to do 1 initial post and 2 peer responses. So please make sure that you are aware of that. Your participation in the discussions, your participation in the voice threads, and your participation in the assignments, that's how we're able to demonstrate that you are mastering the material that's covered within the course. If you have a disability and you require accommodations, please make sure that you go through our Office of Students with Disabilities so that they can give that information to us so that we can make sure that we are accommodating you properly. Also be aware that we do adhere to academic dishonesty and plagiarism policy. Plagiarism does not mean that you've bought a paper offline and that's the only thing plagiarism is. Plagiarism can be, you can plagiarize a discussion board post, so make sure that you're not copying and pasting information from someplace else. You also cannot copy and paste information from yourself. So you can't use the same exact post more than once. So just be aware that plagiarism means that you are using information and passing it off as original information from your created by yourself. If you have questions about plagiarism, always reach out. We have a plagiarism checker that you send your work through, and you really kind of want to keep that under 20%. So if you submit something and it goes to the plagiarism checker and it's saying that it's at 50%, then my suggestion is you take that out and you kind of rework it and resubmit. So this discusses once again about that course participation, and it shows that you must respond to have an initial post and 2 replies for your classmates. Now those replies for your classmates, that can be your classmate or you can reply to me because I do post in the discussion board. So your 2 peer responses, since I'm posting in there as a peer, if you respond to me, that can count as a peer response as well. Late assignments are not accepted unless they're pre-approved by the instructor. So make sure if you have something that is coming up, if you're sick, if there's an emergency, and you know that you're not going to be able to submit that assignment on time, you have to contact me prior to the due date. If you wait until after the due date, then the assignment won't be accepted for a grade. One of the ways to look at this, we kind of consider these due dates as like an appointment, because you all are going into the counseling profession. So if you have an appointment with a client, you may get sick, life happens, different things may come up. You're going to want to notify your client before their appointment that you're going to miss it. So just think of it that way. That'll help you understand why we're saying beforehand. Some students question, well, why can't I let you know until later? Well, we're also trying to help you not only learn content, but help you on that professionalism side. So, on a professionalism aspect, you would want to let your clients know prior to you missing their appointment that you weren't going to be there. In our program, we follow APA guidelines, so you're going to want to make sure that you keep, maintain, and become very familiar with the APA manual. You can purchase the hard copy, or you can use different digital references. I like to use Purdue OWL. We also have that information listed on that counseling research starter that I just showed you, but you are going to have to either use the APA book or use something like Purdue OWL to make sure that you are following APA. And then the last part is of the course syllabi shows the breakdown. And so this will give you a good idea of what's due each week and the amount of time that it may take you to get everything completed. So please make sure that you're scheduling those things appropriately. I think some of these readings are a little skewed. I don't think it'll take you 4 hours to read those pages, but it at least gives us a framework of where to go. You do want to make sure that you are planning ahead. So when you are getting to the point where there are papers due, you can begin some of those beforehand. Due dates is just the last day that you have to turn it in. You can always turn an assignment in prior to the due date. Okay, so that is the course syllabus. So if you have any questions about that you've read it over and you need more information or more clarity, please make sure that you reach out and let me know, and I'll be more than happy. You can post the question on the course wall because it may be something that your peers also have questions about, and we'll be more than happy to help you with that. There's one more thing I wanted to show. I had a question about the discussion board. I don't know if I can do it in the student view though. Let's see. All right, I had a student ask, how do we make edits? So if I create a discussion board post, give me a second, my computer's going kind of slow. All right, so I've created my discussion board post, and then I post it. And then after I post it, I realize, oh shoot, I made a mistake. I want to go back and I want to fix something. You can go back to your discussion board post, open it up, and then click edit. Make your edits, save the changes, and now you've made your correction to your discussion board post. So this was an answer to one of the questions that was sent to me in email, and so I wanted to show that. If you, like I said, if you have questions along the way, I'm more than happy to help answer. Just let me know what you need. Please have a great day. I hope you guys are staying warm and staying safe, and I look forward to reading your post. Thanks, and have a great one.